Hey everyone, I'm happy to introduce to you a new series of videos that center around the best resellers in Lace Network. Something the Lace Network loves to do is give our members a window to shine, and one of the ways we're approaching that is every month we select a small number of members who have performed really well with respect to cops and flips they've made, and give them a unique chef title to flex on a server. What this video and the videos following will be are interviews with these chefs to poke their brains and hopefully take a little of what they know and incorporate it into what you do. This is an awesome idea to help our members grow, and I'd like to give a special shout out to one of our lifetime members, Buttery Biscuits, for suggesting this great idea. Without more delay, I hope you all enjoy learning from Lace chefs and the discussion held between them. First up, we have Mailman.
All right, one more time. Test, test.
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
What up, escrow?
What's up, Mailman?
Yes, sir, mailman.
Nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you too.
So thanks for taking the time,
Computer.
bro. We can take this at any pace we want. Do you have any questions before we start?
Um, Not really, man. I kind of read all the questions. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
I put my headphones on. Yeah, I got to check out all the questions, and I mean everything seemed pretty straightforward and easy. I even took the time to kind of jot down some like fast answers, so I kind of already got an idea of what to say, and I don't know, it should be smooth and interesting. I think this is really dope. What you guys are doing, even reaching out and trying to improve things. I think this is really cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I mean, one of our members mentioned it, and I thought it was a pretty neat idea. And I mean, I don't think there's a better role model or role models to have than you guys. I mean, the whole chef concept came from you guys, and these interviews also is something you guys pitched, and it just makes sense, like you guys obviously are with them. You guys are all part of the community, and they want to learn how to do well, right? And you guys stand out
For
by
sure.
by finding a way to hit success, whatever it is. So I'm not gonna have you give away your trade secrets, dude. I can respect the fact that you want to keep your grind going, and it's gonna stay that way. But if anything within these questions that you feel comfortable sharing with everybody else, I know we have a lot of new people, and it's possible that you've noticed that a large amount of our community is really new, like they're probably first getting started. So someone like yourself that probably hit the ground running or it's been in it for a while probably can notice something like this, but anything that you're able to share throughout the whole thing is going to work out wonders for everybody listening. So yeah, I mean that's all I really
Cool.
had to say. So
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's get into it. I want to just change this to my headphone rather than the speaker. Hold on one second.
go ahead, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Sick.
You feeling good?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Let's
man.
get busy.
Yeah, so let's start off with the first question. Just tell me a little bit about yourself at a high level. Just where you're from, maybe how long you've been enlaced, how long have you been reselling in general, and maybe tell me about like your most memorable cop, maybe your favorite cop, something like that, so the folks can get a little bit more comfortable with you.
Cool. All right, I'll kind of go through each one and kind of list it out as I go. So the general about me, I'm in Los Angeles, California. I'm really fortunate for that because man, it's really the shoes come here. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
you live in a rural area, it's really unfortunate. It's kind of hard to get your hands on. So I'm in USA. I'm in California, Los Angeles. PST time zone, so most cops I gotta drop. So I gotta wake up early. I gotta be on it to get those because 3 hours behind most people
For sure.
or more, whatever. Anyway, so I've been in Lace since October 2019. I remember it vividly. It was because it was right before the Travis Scott Sixes came out. I was on YouTube just kind of like scrambling and I came across JR Dunlap. I'm sure like most
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
know about, JR. So shouts out him. Like I was just watching the video, kind of checking up on the shoe and he mentioned Lace and I'd never even heard of the Discord app before actually, never heard of it. So joined Lace, joined Discord and I haven't even been in any other Discord since. Lace has really held it down for me. How long I've been reselling? I've really been in this for quite some time, man. Since probably 2008, 2009. Like I was a freshman in high school. I
Oh,
just got
word.
into the sneakers,
Yeah.
and it was really like it was more of like a community, just like how it is now. It was a community, man. It's just like buying, trading, selling sneakers,
Yeah.
and that's what I was into. Like Facebook was kind of just coming around. I started my own little reselling group on Facebook, so I like was really into this back in my like early adulthood, I guess, and then I kind of dropped off, totally fell off, and then I picked it back up and probably around October, mid like 2019, started looking back into getting shoes and everything. So I guess like actually recently it's been maybe a year,
Yeah.
back into it.
So, if you don't mind, was there any like difference that you noticed back when you first started, like almost like 10 years ago to how it is now?
To be honest, I wasn't really going for shoes that were even releasing back then, to be honest. Like I was more for retro shoes. So I was
Okay.
into yeah, even and Nike SBs, like they were like coming out then for sure, but it seemed like most of the pairs I was getting were already used. Like I didn't really know much. Like the only pair of shoes I ever stood in line for were the cool gray 11s, and that was in like 2010,
Mm,
bro. And I think that was like the first time I really went to a store and waiting in line. And this was before like they had the apps and all that crazy stuff.
yeah.
Um, but let's backtrack to the question. What was the question again? Sorry.
Really quickly, since your time with Laced, or even probably before that, what's been like your most successful or a cop that you really remember?
The Off-White fives, I for sure because it was just I didn't even I'm not a bot user. I'm manual, so to just hit like a manual hit a W on sneakers, I won
Mm,
that raffle on sneakers,
yeah,
so that was really memorable. And that was that's fairly recent. Super proud of it. I still have that shoe. That's something to be proud of too. It's good to get a
definitely, man.
shoe in your size, like be able to keep it still. So I think that's one of my most like memorable cops for sure. Favorite cop, probably. I mean, I hate to sound like a beast, but man, those Obsidian ones, like they're beautiful, man.
Those aged
Beautiful.
really well over time, dude. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean, don't feel bad about sounding like a beast, dude. I mean, you earned the role. You're here for a reason, man. So by all means, pump the chest a little bit if you want.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
good. Well, that's awesome, man. Like, I'm glad people kind of know a little bit about you. Sounds like pretty good start here. You kind of gave us a hint to it a little bit. So can you tell me about your setups? Like, what do you do? Like, how do you prepare? Do you use bots at all? Proxies? Like, just what is it that kind of helps you get what you want?
So I'm a manual user, more so. I guess I do have like mobile bots. I use Spectre and Plug. Those are two, they're pretty popular. A lot of people use them. They're cheap. They're very easy to use. You don't need proxies for them. Um, I have NSB. I bought it with the group buy. Lace really does good with, group buys for bots and proxies. So glad, last year, I think it was like November, I bought the key, I got the group buy.
Hmm.
But it just wasn't me, man. Like I'm just not there. I'm just not a bot user. I can cop, successfully without it. And that's just, I have more, success with it. So manually, I only thing I can tell most people, man, like you just got to prepare, like get up, wake up, prepare, set up the day before that day, like I would say the biggest thing is just giving yourself time. Probably the most valuable tip I give somebody is just get up. Those two words, just get up.
Just get up, dude. I think that's gonna resonate for a lot of people. If you could do me a favor, dude, just put me in the driver's seat of like day of the drop. It's like say the off-white fives you got. What was kind of like your routine? Like how'd you set up for that? Or just any drop in general, you don't gotta it doesn't have to be the off-white fives, but just getting a feel for that manual case because just to kind of elaborate a little bit, a lot of people that join the network have this conception that like bots cook, bots hit. I need to get a bot if I want to be successful, and there are some bots that do have your back and they can't get the job done. But we also, I mean, one of the guides that I made like strongly recommends being manual for a bit. And I mean, you've been manual since you joined, so obviously it works. So
Yeah,
I'm trying.
okay. No, no, I get you. No,
Okay.
I can yeah, okay. So for me, how I cook is step number one is I get up, of course, and I use Lace. Like I use all those tools around me. There's all those different links. If you just, look on the side, it'll even break down the shoe raffles, the speculation of what the resale is going to be like. So first of all, like I use Lace, I use those tools around me. Twitter is a really good one. There's a lot of places on Twitter where you can get notifications on things because I mean everybody in here is human, and just like
Right.
you can't really blame somebody in Lace. Like I see that sometimes, like people like, oh, why aren't you guys on top of it? Like there's other places, like there's so many other places you can grab and go. So I
Yeah.
would just say use the tools around you, use your friends around you, like plug in, tap in. That's one thing I do is I just get up, I look for what I want. I know what I want. I don't really like to follow the crowd, just because I see everybody else like, yeah, I'm going, that's not what I'm gonna do. So I just go for what I want, and I go like headstrong. I'm entering all those raffles. I don't have like a raffle bot and 20 like raffle excuse me, like 20 email addresses. I don't do all that, man. I just like I put in my one email address for as many raffles as I can find. Or if it's drop day, I got my computer. I have a second monitor is really
Hmm.
great. That's something I would really suggest if you're sitting in front of your computer. Use a second monitor, a third monitor, and you can have multiple tabs open. You don't have to worry about clicking, on one little window, one tab. Um, so that's one thing right there is
Yeah, you just
preparing.
got the proper setup. You got the computer,
Yeah,
you got the monitors, you feel comfortable in your zone, and at some point it just flows, right?
right. So, and I mean, I would say pay attention to like just learn. I guess this isn't my routine because, but yeah, that's what I do, man. I just wake up and
No, yeah, you keep it simple, dude. I mean, as a
yeah,
manual user, there's not a whole lot of like pizzazz
yeah.
to flex, you know.
Man,
But
it's really like every single time it gives me the same feeling. I can tell you that. Like I'm just like anxious, my heart's beating fast. Like it's just like adrenaline rush. It's like a high, and that's what I,
yeah,
I enjoy about, buying shoes as well and certain things. It's like that rush I get for like, oh, I hope I hit, just going for it.
right, right,
That's me in the driver's seat, man. I'm like reckless with it, I'm just having fun.
right.
Um,
Well, I can respect it, dude, and it's definitely paid dividends thus far. Like that's for sure.
No,
Um,
I mean, as far as like enjoyment and seeing other people enjoy what I do, like that's cool. But like, I'm not like I wouldn't say I'm in this as a reseller. Like, I'm not here. I don't pay my rent off of selling shoes, and
mhm.
I want people to be able to like understand that it's not always about just like don't get in here expecting to make $1,000 because that's like I take it more as advantage like to help me get shoes that I want. I
Yeah,
I, I feel like this. I don't know. I feel like it's so washed nowadays because people don't actually respect the shoes.
yeah.
I know it might sound really cheesy, you could just
No, no,
play
no,
it
go
as
for it.
stocks or play it for what it is.
Yeah,
But it's like I really like some of these shoes, man. It's like history they're making.
right.
It's really fun. It's dope looking back on them. It's like you said, seeing them age. So it's fun for me. I really enjoy this. I'm not in it to break the bank. I'm in it to get a nice collection, throw some cool stuff on my feet. Like talk people that also enjoy doing what I do.
Yeah, a man of the culture. That's what I'm kind of getting from it, dude. And
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
you know what? There's nothing but respect for that. I think that was the basis of like the whole shoe thing taking off to begin with. Like it was a culture. The reselling thing, it's a byproduct of the culture being so rich and being so popular and people wanting to be in it. People want to
yeah.
want to be involved, and not everybody can get a piece. So
Hmm.
I can't. I'm not gonna hate on those that want to, obviously um, take a gain and make profits off of these things. But it's great to hear, dude, that we got people on the inside, especially some of our best folks that really do it for like the love of the shoe, just for the culture, for the experience. And dude, that's great to hear. I can't think of a better way to have this interview go. Like, there's something great about this stuff, Like when you when you hit a personal, it just feels different. It hits
It
different.
does. Yeah.
Let me see if I can hit the next question really quick. I think we've been kind of tiptoeing it around a little bit. Would you say what you do is fairly easy? Like, hey, you need to have these qualities or this kind of mentality. What is it that kind of helps you get to that finish line?
You gotta be patient.
Patient,
Patience is number
patient.
one for sure. Yeah. You just gotta be patient. Say if like even it's a shoe that you don't want, that you want and you didn't get it, be patient because you could still get it. Like, there's a lot of these apps even doing redraws, or I pay attention to the market like whenever a shoe drops.
Hmm.
and drop day, it's gonna shoot up. And then you wait like 3, 4, 5 days when people start receiving their pairs, it's gonna drop down like 50, $60. And I would, highly recommend scooping it up. That's patience right there. If it's
Yeah.
you're sitting on Foot Locker and you're waiting, or you're on Yeezy supply, I mean, you just gotta be patient. Like, I would say, one of the things you got to have also is just like, a positive attitude. You gotta enjoy seeing the people around you win, because whenever it's back on you, it's great to see other people seeing you win.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say you gotta have capital. You don't really need. Maybe capital would be good to have. To be honest, I wouldn't
I mean,
most
at least to
willingly
get the shoe, right, or the products,
right.
at least.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say must has is patience for sure. That's my number one.
That's your number one. Is it? Would you have a number
Yeah.
two anywhere?
Yeah. Let's see.
Take your time. I mean, we're you joined in October. We are now in June. You're approaching your 1 year. For you to be doing as well as you did, it seems as though you must have learned a lot, right? So, were there anything unique you did in your learning process to pick this stuff up? Like, I mean, hitting foot sites, hitting Shopify, hitting raffles. It's a lot to take in, you know? So, in your learning process, was there something that you kind of picked up on, like as a something easy for you, or like maybe like some sort of, I don't want to say a shortcut, but maybe something that you've noticed in things, something like that. What do you think?
Hmm. Okay.
I know I'm catching you off guard with these side questions, you know,
No,
but
no, no. It's not. No sweat, Escrow. It's all good. I like it. I like it. It's good. One of the reasons, just to go off subject. One of the reasons I wanted to do this was because I don't get to do this every day. I don't get to like actually sit down. So this is like good for my brain and good for my. This is just good. It's good to do. And I've never even met you or talked to you before like that. So this is, it's good for the brain. So,
yeah, you never know,
um,
dude. We're both in LA, so it's possible we probably sold shoes to each other not knowing.
maybe, yeah,
It
maybe
would be
so.
funny.
Right. I would just say, let me see.
I mean, I mean, for the recording, I think this is really good. I mean, while you're thinking, Mel, because this is being recorded and everything,
Yeah,
this kind of question is really good because if you think about it, people can be really good at what they do, but there's another level of understanding when you're able to teach someone how to do what you do. So it
yeah,
kind of
that's a whole nother level right
yeah,
there.
there's a level of self-reflection that comes into it because you have to be able to analyze what you do well and what you don't do well, and then when someone tells you like, well, hey, like how do I become like you? That's kind of like a
Mm.
surreal question, right?
Man,
Because
that's facts right there. Yeah,
yeah, because if you think about it, you're a chef. Like people want that role. People look up to you even though you may not see it. So they want to ask you like, how can I be like Mailman? So like just saying that out loud can really blow your mind. It puts things into perspective
yeah,
because you're just doing this for like, dude, I just love shoes. I want an Off-White 5. I want a pair of Travis Scotts, or I want an Obsidian, or I want the Smoke Grace coming out next month. Like it can be that simple of you just wanting to do you, right? But people
yeah,
can just respect that so much when they're like, dude, how can I have that passion? How can I have that ethic? Or what is it? Because trust me, dude, on the staff side, there we get asked a lot of questions, and it can be from the very basic ground level to very detailed stuff that, I mean, we don't even advertise. Like we're reselling Discord, and we talk about proxies and bots, and dude, we're basic we're helping people set up their routers. We're helping people build their PCs. Like it's not something
right.
that we
Yeah,
we don't advertise that kind of stuff, but
yeah,
that's the kind of thing that we deal with because we get people from every level just come in and it's like, dude, like I want to do this because I want it or because something extra. So if this question is difficult, it's like it's difficult for everybody because it takes a next level thinking of saying, hey, like this is what I do well and this is why, this is what I'm good at, and then being able to explain it to somebody that can understand. Because I mean, you can be telling me like, dude, you just get up, I just get up and do it. And I mean, I mean, you understand what you mean by that, but people that hear may not understand what that means
yeah.
because,
No, that's fact, and that's really, yeah. I totally like. You just totally just broke it down to a whole nother level, and I appreciate that. Yeah, this is why I wanted to do this, to be able to open up, be able to like you said, reflect. Wow, yeah, let's reflect on it. So, Um,
So take as much time as you need, honestly, because it is a deep question, you know, like, because
yeah.
because I'm trying to. There's people here that really want to know. Like, there could be somebody listening right now that's like, this is the level I want to be. If you need to take the time you need to say like, okay, well, this is what I think is easy for me, and this is why,
Okay.
or this is hard, and this is why this is hard, so I don't do that, or I notice these things, and so that's, and then I do X because I
All right.
noticed.
So
You know what I mean?
check it. Check it.
Hit me, dude.
It's a part-time job, man. I do this because it's also like a part-time job.
Yeah.
Um, I have a girlfriend, you know, really a significant other, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I take time out of our day, you know what I'm saying, her time to focus on these shoes. So one of the things I do, I have my notifications on, I have my phone on loud, I have all my notifications on. That's probably one of the easiest things you can do is it's unfortunate, but it's like I spend a lot of time looking at my phone
Yeah.
and that's how I can cop things. You know, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention and I'm staying patient. And I know what I want. That's me being mailman. That's how I'm successful. That's how I pick up what I want. You know, that's how I use what's around me also like the tools. Like I was saying, I use Laced or Offer Up. I don't really use like Craigslist or I know there's many other sites, but like Offer Up, I'm able to like sell locally, buy locally. That's a part of the patience thing. You know, it's you gotta be careful too because
Right.
you're picking up shoes. I've used the ticketing tool on legit checks. I don't know how many times in Lace, bro, and I can tell you I haven't picked up a single pair of shoe yet, like a single shoe yet that I've sent you guys because it's like
It's all
it doesn't
suspect.
pass.
Yeah.
It's always like you can comp at your own risk. They're never saying like, hey, don't buy this shoe, but they're just like giving these facts. This is what we're putting together. So I use that tool, man. I use the tools around me. I take the time. I stay patient. That's how I do what I do. That's how I get what I want, I guess. I don't get it all the time, man. I didn't get the tie dyes. I
Oh, of
had to hit up one of the
course.
homies in the Discord. One of the homies in the Discord. Shout out Invalid Kicks, man. He sold me a pair of the tie dyes. So use the people around you. There's a lot of really nice people in there. You know, I could go on for days and like start shouting out all the people in there that answer questions. If I have a question, I'll post it in three different topic subjects. You know, I'll put it in serious, I'll put it in general, I'll put it in, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that, I'll use what I have.
That's awesome, dude. And I love that response, man. Like, it really is a community, and I think people sleep on that. They think it's just them against everybody else, but you never know. Like, you might not hit, but you know your neighbor hit, and they're down to hook you up.
Yeah, for sure. Totally.
It happens at every level. I'll tell you that right now, dude. I didn't hit on the flints, or I slept on the flints. I wanted a personal, and thankfully one of my support team was able to hit it, and so obviously I still broke them up a little something because obviously I want to pay them
Got
for their
to.
works, but
Love, man. Yeah.
but it was a win-win, so it worked out. So that kind of stuff is great to hear, dude. Let me head over to the next question, see if we can keep on this. I don't want to, hopefully you're comfortable with everything, because I know it's getting a little bit deep here and a little bit deep there, but just want you to be chill and hopefully everything's going good for you right now.
I'm having a great time, Escrow. How you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good, man. A little tired, had a long day at work today. I'm glad I have this to kind of just like change the vibes because this is going pretty well.
Okay, so you're busy if you're not in lace, you actually have a full-time job that isn't,
Oh,
just
one second.
administering. There he is, to his full-time job.
Sorry about that, man. I had someone come in the
Nope.
room.
It's all good.
But yeah, like I do have a full-time gig outside of this. Um, I mean, feel free, obviously, if you want to ask more questions about me, by all means, it's a two-way street.
Well, give it to us, man. What do you do, Escrow?
Well, I'm an engineer. I graduated about 5 years ago in 2015, and I got my bachelor's in electrical engineering, dude. And then I was pretty nervous if I was gonna get into the working gig, but I made it in, and I've been working since like late November in 2015, and it's been going really, really well. Um, the whole reselling thing and becoming a manager here kind of just happened out of, I don't want to say an accident, but same as you, dude. Sneaker Huddle, saw the JR video, and I mean, I saw several JR videos, and the whole time I was like, man, I don't need it. I'm fine. So I was actually kind of getting shoes, and I was flipping a little bit. I had some capital, but I wasn't doing like the 10 clips. I was definitely as a manual. I remember when I first couple months I joined, dude. Like I didn't get a bot. I was manual for about 3 months, and I was doing way. And then after I got bots later, I did way better as a manual user. Like I would hit five, six, and this is when I was getting into Yeezys. Like I got 7 pairs of the Yeezy Statics. I hit Cloud Whites. I hit um, man, I'm trying to think back. Like I hit foot sites, and I was starting to start my small little network of friends and friends of friends. So it slowly kind of built up, you know. But that was before I joined Laced, and then I joined Laced in I want to say almost a year ago today, dude. 'Cause I remember I said, all right, like the Independence long holiday, 4th of July, I'll give it a try, see what's up. 'Cause I saw several of his videos, and I decided to jump in, 10%
Nice,
off. Um,
nice.
Not bad, right? So I joined, and I thought, dude, honestly, my first impression was like, I mean, I don't really see the big deal. But of course, it's come a long way since then. Like when I joined, it was under different ownership. Their staff is like the staff that we had then is not the staff that we have now. Obviously, like me coming in making fun of the server, now I'm managing it. It turned into a kind of like a crazy story, you know. Like I
Yeah,
applied for
right.
the lifetime membership. I got that. Funny story there. I made like a really cheesy quote in the application. I think that's what helped kind of give it to me. But I mean, I was already doing fine before the server even came into play for
Will
me.
you share what this cheesy quote was?
I said something like, "The drops are on Saturday. I'm gonna invite you over Sunday because it's gonna be a cookout." Like some dumb like that, dude. Some dumb
uh,
like that, and I think it stuck. Um, and then we had the staff applications came up, and I decided to just to wing it, and so I became a mod. And right away, I clicked with Avarice. At the time, he was the manager, but he then stepped into an ownership position, so now he splits it with Nate. But at the time, Avarice like spotted me right off the rip, and like we got on a phone call, and he's like, "Dude, I want you to be. I can offer you head support if you want." Um, and I said like, "Well, dude, like, I mean, I just joined. Like, I've been here for like 2 months. Like, I can work my way up if you want. Like, I don't want to step on any toes." And I kid you not, this was obviously before you joined. Like I was handling the entire server by myself at some point. Like at least it felt that way. Like every ticket I hit, every channel I was there. It got to the point where Avarice was telling me to slow down and not to burn out, and I mean I felt it at some point, but like it just I just went on a tear, and it just kind of the pieces just lined up, and then before I knew it, you know, I made it up to head support, and then he got promoted, and then he made me manager, and then I think actually the month after I became manager, you joined. So you only know me as the manager, but it was like a quick little rise to the top, and here we are, dude. Like I've been doing the best I can, getting group buys, getting discounts, listening to you guys, training new staff, bringing in new mods, rotating, keeping everything fresh, keeping it fun, trying to get a good vibe. Take what I think is good and try to implement. So I think what's helped is that I have a career outside of Laced. In my actual job, I did like learn about being a leader and team projects and stuff like that. And so some of it has made this pretty easy because I think it goes without saying, dude, like my announcements, my posts are pretty fucking long. I go into deep detail about what I'm trying to say. I want to make sure you guys understand. Um, but I mean that's the nutshell, dude. I know I rambled on for like about 2-3 minutes, but
No, that was great, man. You really broke it down, and I gotta say, I've definitely noticed the presence like you've had since I've been in. Like, I remember the Mr. Crowley. You've been the same Avi since.
yeah.
I remember your name. Like, bro, you've definitely been attentive and present. With the whole thing. And I mean, most of the MODs are. There's a lot of really really good ones out there, and it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like it's forced. So I feel like that's the reason why I've stayed a part of Lace. That's why I became like I even spent the extra $20 to be VIP. Like it's just because I enjoy it. I'm not in any other disc. I mean, the other Discord I'm in, it's like really all my friends from back home. But
hmm
um, like I haven't joined any other Discord. Like I haven't really even been interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just so
Yeah.
occupied and like I said, I enjoy just popping into the chat. And, I love seeing. It's funny how it goes through like the phases. It's like just 6 months ago, it was like normally these three people like constantly boom, 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 going in the chat, and then like the next 3 months it was like these people constantly boom, boom, going,
Yeah,
going,
yeah,
going,
yeah.
and then now it's like now you just see like buttery biscuits and invalid kicks like constantly. I can't wait to see who it is next, but it's just dope like seeing it grow and evolve and seeing you guys do y'all's thing. It's really cool, man. The different things you guys have going. I appreciate the chef role. Like that's cool as hell. That's one of the coolest things you guys could do. Just kind of being there. Trying to make things better. So we appreciate you, Escrow, man. We appreciate Avarice. I think I've always called him Ava Rice, to be honest.
That's
I think like I've always pronounced it like Ava Rice. At first, I thought it was a chick. Like I had no idea, but
yeah, I did too.
we really,
I did
I
too.
really appreciate Ava Rice or Avarice and Nate as well. Everybody, all the MODs, Ricky really stepping in lately, or the past few months. Really cool, man. Oh, you guys, thank you. Thanks, Lace.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'll speak for everyone. Say we definitely appreciate it. I know Avarice would like that little Ava Rice thing. I think
I
over the.
always thought it was some hot chick on the other end of that.
Oh, dude. It's not a chick, and she's not hot. So don't.
Definitely.
So we both got the wrong impression on that one, but thank you, dude. I mean, a lot of what we do, at least for me personally, like I think what's helped me make this the best it can be, or working our way to it, is the fact that I don't have to think about the money part of it. And I think I gotta give, um, thanks to the fact that I have a career on the side, because I mean, if I did need this to survive, obviously, um, you could argue that I probably wouldn't be making the decisions I'm making, because I mean I personally give up information. I give up slots sometimes for free. I hook people up. Like we pay for membership sometimes, like as like a giveaway. Dude, for Christmas I gave a pair of the zebras that I got like for free. Like I just gave away a pair. Like I hit like six and I just decided to give a pair away.
I remember that. I remember that. I
Yeah, like
do. That's love.
I
That's
just
love.
yeah, like I just gave it away, and I just figured like, dude, why don't we do this more often? Like we introduced the raffle system for you guys,
Hmm.
right? So I wanted it to kind of turn into this like community of sorts, and I obviously I got to give up a little bit so that it gets there, but I think it's been well worth it. I think there's a like you mentioned, there's a solid group of dudes that we have now that I hope stick around, and it's gonna be really exciting to see who else is able to join us.
It's something we all got to do. We all got to give it up. We all got to give a little bit so that way we can be the best cook group. You know what I'm saying? Like as a community. So I know it's like kind of hard trying to give up your tips and secrets but you know what I'm saying? Like there's hundreds of thousands of people out there trying to do the same thing you are. Like not to mention the bots. Like
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, dude. And I mean, we'll give what we can, with respect to what everyone's going through. I know it's a tough time right now,
right.
so the fact that I'm in a position where I can, I
Right.
always say
Yeah.
like, why not? So
Yeah, that's that. So let's loop it right back around to that. Like you definitely got to be in the right position to even consider buying the shoes.
yeah, 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 right, right,
So
right. So let,
shouts out you, man.
thank you, man. Let me steer this back to you, dude. Let's get to the next question because we
Okay,
got a couple more,
okay,
and I don't want to take up your whole night, even though this is going really, really good. So let me jump to this question here. I know we've been talking about Laced for a while now. Do you think it's providing the proper support to improve as a reseller in general?
absolutely. I say that because they give you all the tools you need. The monitors are there, for restocks for every single site. Most sites. If you're looking for a Foot Sites restock or a Supreme restocks, like those monitors are there. And I mean, I know that you guys have even upgraded monitors. Since I've been in the Discord, you guys have tried different monitors. So I mean, I think the support is there as far as like even being able to open those tickets up, and not saying that they'll get back to you within the hour, but um, even the local people that you have closest to you, if you just throw that question in general, like it'll typically get answered, or
Yeah,
they'll be able to point you to the right person. So I think like Laced holds a lot of value. And I mean, I would just say you just got to read. I think it's kind of hard coming in as a person like trying to buy, sell, trade shoes, whatever, and then it's like you don't really know where to start reading, but it's like they just got a million questions, and it's kind of just like it's really self-explanatory. if you kind of just check out that little sidebar that has the the subgroups in it, man, you can find everything.
Right.
And that's one thing that I would just really look into. You mean you guys take all this time to set up these guides, type them out, and I mean it's like pages on page. And I know it's a lot. It's kind of a lot to digest, but it's like it's all there. The information is right there. We're on our phones all the time anyway. It's there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I mean, it takes us a while to get them all together, and it's a it's a little bit of a backbreaker when people ask or open tickets ask questions of stuff that's like in the docs, and then
Yeah, it's great though. Like, you check out like something is about to happen or something has happened, and then somebody will drop the question of like just like the dumb, like I want to say like the dumb. They'll ask the question and then somebody will answer it, and then the next person will just ask the same
yeah,
question,
right
and it's
away.
like they're not reading. It's just like read,
Yeah.
bro. Just like check things out, slow down, be patient. Like, I
Yeah.
understand we all want to hit, we all want W's, but just have some patience, man.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. I think a lot of people do want to work fast and move fast, but something that people probably don't respect is that this thing takes time. Like there's a lot to take in, and we can have tickets open for like 2, 3 days trying to teach this person from step one to step 100, and by the end of it, they forgot half of the steps already. Like there's just a lot. So I think you speaking on patience, speaking on reading, I don't think
Yeah.
that can be emphasized enough, to be honest with you, dude. Especially from someone that's been at every level of staff at this point. Like, you know what you're talking about. Like, you've seen it, you see it, you see what we see at this point. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you have a pretty solid
Yeah.
idea on that. Um,
But
Go ahead,
I
man.
do want to kind of touch back to like how I do what I do with the patience thing, man. Is
Yeah,
like
please.
whenever I'm on Yeezy Supply, man, I notice I'm a manual user. I don't have Splash Force or I don't really like have too many slots going, nothing crazy like that. So I notice, bro, like I don't overload myself with trying to have 13, 15, 20 tabs open, bro. Like I've
Hmm.
noticed my success jump from me using 3 tabs, me focusing on 3 tabs, and I'll run like my Spectre bot or Plug bot on some browsers. Bro, I've had way more success. So I would just say tell people like try to chill out on having like 1,000 tabs open on something like Easy Supply. Like you're just gonna be in the Discord yelling about how you got banned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so just like have the patience, chill out. And then the other thing is like invest in this culture, man. Like you want to come in, you want to just like get all these shoes, but it's like think about like these skate shops that you're entering these raffles for. You don't go there and you're not buying a T-shirt from them once a week, a $20 T-shirt, but you expect them to like let you get these shoes that you're gonna go resell and like. So I mean, I think like people should respect the culture a little more. And what I do is I buy shoes that I'm not necessarily gonna resell. I
Hmm.
get like there's something dropping on sneakers that isn't heat. Like I keep that account active. I think that's where a lot of people. I personally think sneakers Nike is going to show love to those accounts that are active. So I buy shit on or I buy stuff on Nike that isn't heat, from time to time, just because, or a skate shop or whatever it is, just to like, you know what I'm saying, to be fair
Yeah,
to
stay
to
plugged
the
in. Yeah.
to So I think that's one thing people should do is just kind of take those two things into consideration.
I,
Um,
I'm gonna say, dude, I think that is probably a sleeper thing that you're mentioning right now. Like, people don't even log into their Nike accounts until the drop of and think that Nike can't tell. You know,
right.
I think you're speaking volumes right there, dude. Like staying connected, not just in logging in and turning on the PC, but being involved in not just what other people are doing, but something that you would personally like. So I think that's awesome, dude. I Oh man, this has been quite a trip, quite a trip. I mean, we've been jumping around the questions. I know that we probably didn't hit all of them or whatnot, and I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I think the dialogue's
Right.
been
Right.
great either way. Um,
Sorry if it's been long, man. Is this a long
no,
one?
no,
I'm
no.
sorry.
This is the first one we're doing, so I mean, we're setting the reference point. So whatever we want to do, that's how it's gonna be.
All
The
right.
questions are here just as guidance. I think it's all about the conversation. I think the conversation has gone great. Um, let me hit with probably start closing it up just so I don't take up too much of your time, dude. Um, Let me get your opinion on what do you think makes a great chef or a great reseller? Like in your opinion, how how would you define it?
consistency, I guess. Like just constantly hitting. There's some really good chefs out there, like Big Boys or Big Boys.
Yeah, it's
Shout
Big
out him.
Boys. He's on the list, man.
Yeah, bro, he's just like a top chef. He's constantly hitting, whatever he does, he has the sauce. So, and I mean, it might be just patience. He gets those shoe palace hits. You got to be patient. I would just say that, just being consistent, constantly hitting that success and not on no like bull snot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, don't waste the space. And I would say, racking up those pairs, being able to do like a nice haul picture. I really like enjoy. I enjoy seeing other people's haul pictures. I think a great chef is somebody that's kind of just tuned in with the community. Yeah, they drop their fits. I want to see what you guys are wearing daily. I don't, like,
No, okay.
So I
Yeah.
think that's what makes a great chef is somebody that's like involved with the community. They're making their money. They're having fun. They're networking. That's what makes it. That's what makes Mailman, the chef right now. And I hope I'm stoked, bro. I mean, I know there's a lot of people in the Discord, and there's always people like it's not just me posting in kicks of the day or in success. Like there's hundreds of people, man, and you guys are great. I enjoy seeing it. Like I hope to see more. I hope to like, see more of things like this happen that I could like be a part of and experience. And this is a growth, man. This is just growth for me right here. God, I'm stoked, man. This is awesome. So yeah, I want to show you, man. I actually I want to like show some things that we kind of talked about. I was thinking about
Sure,
maybe
sure, sure, dude.
we could have been live doing this, but maybe just like as to end it, I could show like some of the kicks I was talking about and do some like little funny things or something.
Yeah, yeah, sure, man. Whatever.
If we're coming to an end, right? Like
Yeah, however you want, dude. I can make the time if you
yeah,
you want to pull
yeah,
up.
real quick, probably like real quick, a little 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, see if you can bring it up on the Discord share. Like I got it. I got put the camera on for you.
All right, let me see. Yo, can you see me?
Oh, yep, yep, yep. There he
Yo, what
is.
up? What up? What
It's
up?
the
All right.
mailman.
So check me out. Check me out. You're not on here, right?
No,
All right,
no, I'm
cool.
just gonna. It's all you,
All
dude.
right, cool. So I was going with the Off-White fives. It's one of my favorite,
Beautiful, dude.
most memorable hits. I haven't never put my feet in them. I decided to just, sleep on them for a few years, or whatever the case
Yeah,
may be. So this is definitely one of the most memorable cops while being in Lace, just hitting that raffle on sneakers. And I think it's because my account, it was active. I was buying things. I think I got like those wing tins and those the Chicago, the red threes, those
yeah.
red cement threes, and then these were the next shoe that came out and I hit and I was like, damn, I'm pretty sure it's because I had,
Activity on
I
it.
was, I was,
Yeah.
I think, I mean, that's just me and I've been that way since. So, the Obsidians, man, love this shoe. I doubled up on them. Might even have to triple up on these because they're that shoe. One of my most recent success right here. Shouts out Undefeated. I won an undefeated raffle, man. Size 7.5
Oh,
on these
nice.
bad boys. I love these. I was really hoping, man, to like hit the champ colors,
Yeah.
and then hit the next one. So it looks like I'm gonna have to pay like resell to get the champ colors. But we still got a chance at the universities, the red and whites. And then these right here are probably one of my favorite kicks that I own, man. They're just super simple. I don't see them often at all. Not a lot of people have these. These aren't the countdown package, but these are from 2014.
Yeah.
My babies, bro. I wear
They
them.
look
I
nice,
enjoy
dude. I
them.
like that.
This right here, man, this was a fun time in Lace. This is whenever GOAT did the Black Friday. I'm sitting on these, bro. I bought these for $60
Yeah.
and they're going for StockX right now. Like, I think I have the lowest ask, I think, and it's like $500. And it's just cool to be able to do shit like that. It's
Yeah.
like me and Jackson, and A Advisto, and I don't know how to
Oh,
say
as the
his name. You know
Vito?
what I'm talking about?
As the Vito?
Azevedo, we was going ham Black Friday, like just trying to cop everything we could. So that was a really fun like item that I still have from that.
Yeah.
Kind of sold the rest of the stuff, but hey, shouts out all my peeps. They know about the
The
Peach
peaches.
Kings, man.
If
I
you know,
got
you
two of
know,
these.
man.
Yeah, I got number 388, and then I actually wore a pair. I decided to keep a pair for personal, and I have number 412. If you know, you know. Yeah. So that's kind of all I got, man. Just kind of show a few things.
Dude, that's great. And you got the
Yes,
you
sir.
got the tower back there just to keep you
Yeah.
holding up, dude. It's awesome, man.
Yes,
Love
sir.
to hear it. So, man,
Goals, man.
um, it's great. Thank you so much for making the time for it. Is there anything you want to like touch on? Maybe like a question you probably stumbled, or maybe you had time to think about, or anything in general, dude. You can be as real or as open as you want. Shout outs, anything to like Lace members, whatever you want, dude. I mean, this is your space.
All right, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and say, man, shout out Vmar. I want to say Vmar. I've met Vmar in person. Um, during the Yeezy. It was like the aliens were supposed to drop at some pop up out here in LA, and it was just really cool. You know, I was just in the Discord. You know, I found out about it. I left work. I shot there. Ended up like meeting Vmar. You know, so shout out Vmar. You know, talked to him. He's really helped me out. You know, we've helped each other out. Just had fun talking and shit. Shout out Vmar. Shout out Avedcito, Ricky. You know, Invalid Kicks. I could go on for days, man. Shout out the Lace Network. You guys are really fun. Shout out Joni. Is that how you say his name?
Oh,
Is
Joey?
that, huh?
Joe,
Who?
the other manager?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you say
it's
it?
Joey. It's Joey. Everyone, dude, like no one can pronounce his fucking name the first time you meet him.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't.
So,
It's Joey though, but he said it straight like the first time we had a meeting. We called him Jokesy.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Joey.
Joey. All right, word. Shout out Joey. I wish a slot would have hit, but never, ever has never. So I mean, you know, let me win a giveaway sometime. I know I won the chef role. It'd be cool to get that again. I promise I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna try to go harder because I won it next month too, and the month after that. So yeah, let's just have fun, man, and enjoy it. Be patient. Get these W's.
I love it, dude. And I mean, I sincerely hope we get more members like you. You're setting the pace. This is exactly the reason that like I do what I do, and I think what a lot of our staff members do what they do. I hope that resonates throughout the entire server. Thank you so much for talking at the time, dude. I know it came out of nowhere. You made time on a short notice, and I can't thank you enough for that. We got a small list of chefs thus far, and I cannot think of a better way to kick this thing off. So thank you again, dude. I can't thank you enough. I really hope the best for you, dude. Stay safe out there. LA's pretty crazy right now. But I mean, I got nothing else, man.
Cool. I'm glad we had a great time, Escroll. Thank you so much, man. Just keep it up, you know, definitely keep it up. I can't wait to see where we're going with this because I'm with you guys. And yeah, let's have fun, man. And I hope to talk to you soon, man. Keep in touch. Thank you. Also, I want to say thank you for the opportunity. Thank you guys for, you know, allowing me to have the Nitro membership for the month. It was really fun. I've never had it. Those fucking emojis are so much fun, bro.
Yeah.
So thank you guys, man. Thank you. And Dave, shout out Dave too, man. I almost forgot him. Shout out Dave for those daily schedules, man. I check in on those. Thank you. Have a good night. You be safe out there, you and your family, bro. Everybody else, Lace Network, y'all. Thank you guys for listening. I know it was long, but peace, y'all.